It's not like something where I look in the mirror and I'm like,
so who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
hey guys, and welcome to my version of the New Year's resolution video, quote unquote. If you guys don't know how I feel about New Year's resolutions, it's so wonderful to do Vlad vlogs with Eve. If you guys don't know how I feel about New Year's resolutions, it's basically that they're bullshit and people who do them heavily are never actually going to change, and it's a very toxic way of viewing improvement. I think that if you have something you want to change in your life, you should be actively changing it no matter when. You shouldn't be saying next week, next month, next year. You should be just getting it the fuck done. I've spoken about this pretty much every year or around New Year's Eve or New Year's. Today I'm doing the video after New Year's Day, but that's because I wanted to get my game release news video for my first channel up. I'm really excited to have the gaming channel back. But anyway, I have made so many strides of improvement and things that I never thought I would do this year. So I'm gonna take the time to make this a little bit of a 2017 recap as well from the horse's mouth, aka mine. You guys have probably seen, if not, you should watch it. It's really fucking cool. The 2017 recap that Nicholas L. Stotch made for me, as a shit Tara says. It's really amazing. It's edited like a fucking reality show. It's hilarious. It's got feminism. It's got me moving. It's got a bunch of Eve, and it's got some of my sexiest and what the fuckest moments of the year on my channel, as well as the top viewed videos and all that stuff. All that interesting tidbit that everyone else is doing, but way better edited because I had Nick edit it, which is fucking cool. And I didn't have him edit it. He did it on his own, of his own fruition, because he wanted the channel to have a 2017 recap, which is really fucking cool. So thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Moving on, let's talk about some of the things that I've done this year. Holy shit. First of all, my entire life I thought at one point I would probably be moving out of Seattle. I just never thought that I would do it. I honestly never thought that I would do it. I thought that I would be in Seattle for the rest of my life, if not only just because I would be so complacent that I wouldn't want to like make my ass travel cross country and set up at a new place. I thought it would be too scary. I thought it would be an endeavor that would be impossible, and I was able to do it. Not only that, I was able to overcome the worst week of my life afterward. If you guys didn't watch, it's called I was homeless or something for a week. I actually had no place to live when I came down here because the house I had set aside for me was unlivable in. It was literally the worst thing in the entire world. And I was able to get shit done. I was able to focus after like a small breakdown, a very small breakdown, and just get things set up, and now I have the best fucking place ever. I love this house, and I appreciate it all the more because I know what I could have had. And I don't know, this house is way better than the original one. I'm so happy with that. Also, I've always wanted to have multiple sets for my videos instead of just like filming at my computer and doing my gaming channel on my Twitch stream setup. So I have 3 setups now. I have the Twitch setup, I have the gaming channel setup, and I have the one that you're used to on this channel, the chair, the plushie, Nintendo plushie chair. And I've improved all of them, and I worked really hard. I did almost everything with this except for building is this zoomed in? It feels zoomed in. Okay, that's why. I've done everything on this set except for building the furniture, like the shelving and stuff, but I did build half of the thing in the middle and the things on the sides, so I did some of that as well, and I organized it. I painted the wall on my own. I'm just really proud of myself for taking the initiative to make my dreams a reality, my design dreams a reality. On top of that, let's see, I know I'm gonna forget so many fucking things. During my birthday week, I finally decided that the homebody Tara Babcock is gonna go out and do some things that she's wanted to do for a long time, like get my CCW. I went and took my CCW course, which was crazy, shot a gun for the first time, got more proficient at guns. I sent in my CCW thing, and I'm looking toward getting a few firearms, one for Jay, one for me, and one for like house protection, and getting more proficient with it. I want to go down to the shooting range, and I've been the catalyst for that. And I've had a gun for a while, and I've wanted to finally get my CCW certification so that I can carry it around and protect myself and evoke my Second Amendment rights, which I have grown to love so fucking much and understand and appreciate and feel empowered by. So I'm finally doing that, even though it's been like 5 or 6 years of me thinking about doing it. The other thing is I've wanted to start going hiking and stuff. So Jay and I went hiking for my birthday. I had to go, I just did so much stuff on my birthday week just to force myself to get it out of the way and actually improve things in my life that I wanted to improve. I'm constantly improving my my setups and my technique, I guess you would say, like how I film things, from what angle, which lighting I use and stuff. And I'm just trying to gain knowledge about photography so I have what I view as the best looking set and the best looking content. I think production quality is very important. Not only do I geek out about it, but I fucking love production quality, just improving my production quality, having crisper, clearer, better looking things. Like right now I'm actually bending down my new ring light so I have good lighting here, because usually I would have like crazy shadow lighting and just awfulness back in the day. And I know a lot of people miss the personalness, the closeness and the feel of doing Vlad vlogs, or even before that doing phone vlogs where it was like 480p quality. But for me, production quality is like part of who I am. I really love just putting my best face and my best skill and my best technique and my best viewing experience forward for you guys. So don't look at it as me fakeifying it. Look at it as me realizing my true self and what I want, and being less disappointed in the appearance of my content. Because let me tell you how annoyed I was back in the day when I started the vlog channel at how low quality it was. It wasn't me. And if you're looking for someone like that, like Shoe on Head, or someone who doesn't like care at all to improve the production quality and just kind of does like a laptop camera, and that's something that, you know, makes you happy when you're viewing content, then by all means. But that's not me, and that's not what I want to portray to my audience. There are so many other things, but oh man, I finally got back into weight training. Now, I want you guys to hold me to this, because this is my one downfall, my one flaw, my one time where I'm a complete hypocrite about saying change your life, put your best foot forward, do fucking everything you can to improve yourself. Because although I've improved every aspect of my aesthetic throughout the years, I have not gotten my body in check. I've been living 4 years or so with the ideal body, and it is nobody's fault but my own. I will often just go on like eating binges. I allow my relationship with food and my addiction to food to get to me, and to not have the willpower to overcome that. I'll stop going to the gym for a while, and even though sometimes it's because I get sick, there's no excuse for me to be eating an amount of calories that I'm not burning enough to lose weight while I'm sick as well. And I just, if by next birthday, which is November, if by next year's birthday, November 2018, I don't look any different at all, then please fucking help me hold myself accountable to that, because that is like one of the vices that I don't want to indulge in. One of the things that I do feel like I have a bit of an addiction to, that I actually want to change. And I really want, because I've gotten my face and my makeup technique, and for the most part my hair, other than the fact that my natural hair is really thin right now, but I'm even improving that. I took it upon myself to get a filter for my shower. I also have a humidifier. My skin and hair, even with the humidifier and the filter just the last couple days, has gotten so much better. I tried out extensions for the first time, which may or may not have contributed to my hair breakage. I don't think it has, because it would have been breaking at the root, but I have so many short hairs that are like this long, if you go from my head like this long. But yeah, help me, even though I shouldn't require your help, please help me hold myself accountable to getting my body on par with my face. I know the techniques now to make my face the way I want it to look. I know what I want for my body, for my career, for my content, and I just really need to start realizing in a real way. Like I go to the gym almost every day, unless I'm busy, and even though I do that, I need to not eat the types of foods that I eat. I don't eat many times a day, and I don't eat a lot every time I eat. But what I do eat is too much of certain foods, you know? So like, you could have a piece of cake every day if that was all you had, and you would still lose weight because it's caloric intake versus output, right? But what I do is I get like addicted to quesadillas, or I get addicted to grilled cheese or something, and instead of having like one quesadilla, I'll have like 2 or 3 at night, because I'm like, okay, I fucking ruled this day and I got so much work done, blah blah blah, let's fucking have some good food and celebrate. And it's like I've realized that when I go out to eat, and when I decide to go out to eat, it's because I feel like I'm celebrating something with Jay, my favorite person and best friend, and I love the feeling of sitting on the couch and watching some anime and eating, and I also love the idea of going out to eat at my favorite restaurants. And what I like more than the food, honestly, is the experience of just chilling on the couch and watching things with Jay, or sitting at Red Robin and playing on that little touchpad thing, playing like Plants vs. Zombies or something, or the trivia games. I like the experience of that, but why do I need to eat so much when I do those things? Why is that a part of me enjoying it? And so that's why I haven't been able to get back down to my ideal weight, because although I work out a fuck ton, I'm actually in better shape than I probably look like I am. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm probably in the same shape that I look like I am. I don't know. I do cardio, but I don't force myself to do high intensity cardio often. I'll just kind of be like, oh yeah, well, I have a dilemma, because you're gonna burn more calories if you do a longer session of not just like running and sprinting, because if you run and sprint, you're only gonna be able to do like 10 minutes. And then if you want to increase your actual cardiovascular health, where you have more endurance and stuff, then yeah, sure, you can up it to 15 minutes, 20 minutes of just straight like running. But what's gonna be better for you, especially since I have like over an hour to do cardio, because I go with Jay and Jay's workouts sometimes take a long time, is I'll walk uphill on the treadmill, or I'll do interval training and things like that are better for weight loss rather than cardio, because I'm active enough, in my opinion. I don't need the cardiovascular training. At least right now, I want to do things that limit my hating of the gym, and running really fast and really hard, and like trying to find a good sports bra for how much my boobs will bounce for that, and just feeling the pain in my side where it's like, oh my god, I've been running, like all of that stuff I like to avoid and just maximize my weight loss. I don't need any advice. I'm just telling you guys what I do and my thought process, and holding myself accountable to things that I've just been like either putting off or not doing to my full potential. I was watching a Stefan Molyneux video recently. Not saying that I always agree with the guy, but one thing that he said, and it wasn't really like a credit to him, it's just like he said it at the right time, in the right mindset for me, is like, what do you want most in life, and what have you done to achieve it? And I was thinking, what do I want most in life? Well, I want to continue living the life that I have with my YouTube channel and all that stuff. What have I done to achieve it? So fucking much. Like, I work like 12 hours a day on this shit often. And I'm streaming as much as I can because I want my stream to improve. And then I think about what is the one thing that I'm working on my skin, I'm working on my hair, I'm working on, you know, my wardrobe, my money. I'm on the Bitcoin train and other cryptocurrencies so that I can have, you know, because I was worried about actually having like a fallback plan, and I'm getting my health checked. I'm like doing everything proactively, except I see flaws, and I cannot say I don't have flaws in my weight loss regimen, what I'm doing in the gym and what I'm eating. I don't want to keep like half-assing it and then being like, oh, well, you know, it takes so long, so might as well just have a pizza, or, you know, like I really want to get to a point where I'm happy with my weight, I'm comfortable. When like moving around and stuff when you're not your ideal weight feels, I don't know if a lot of you guys have probably been a good weight your entire lives or don't even feel this way. So for me, when I get overweight, everything feels like sluggish and things don't fit right, and it's just not practical, you know? So on top of the just aesthetics, it's me wanting to feel a certain way in my own skin, to feel agile, to feel like stuff just fits and works out right, you know? And obviously my content looks better if I look better, so that's a part of improving my production quality as well, because the host is starting to not look as well, it's not look as good. And a lot of people have been asking me lately, have you gained weight? It's weird because I gained my weight in like 2015 and or 2014 or 15 when I was on that birth control fucking IUD. It made me gain like fucking 50, 60 pounds or some crazy shit. And that's when I gained the weight. And you can even see like a while back, like I looked a lot bigger, and then I lost 20 pounds, but I still need to lose like 40. And I just haven't done that. And I haven't been as strict and as stringent as I should be. I've never had a high metabolism. It's never been like super easy for me to lose weight. So I've always had to be very proactive with it. And I want to get to the point where I'm at that comfort zone, and now I can incorporate a healthy relationship with food and all of my favorite foods in as cheat meals, and not as like week-long binges, or like I get like 15, this is not something I do, I'm not like Trisha Paytas or anything, but I get like a whole pizza, breadsticks, and dessert, and then that's all I eat for the next 2 or 3 days because I like want to finish it or whatever. Instead, I should be getting like a small personal pizza and that's it, with maybe dessert or something. I want to enjoy the foods that I enjoy, but I want to not feel like I have to do it in excess. So yeah, that's the biggest thing this next year that I just really want to like I don't want to even set like dates. I don't want to be like, oh, I want to start doing this today and I want to get there by my birthday. No, I just want to know every single day that all of the actions that I've taken not only were my own choice and no one else's, and not the fault of like, oh, I have a lower metabolism because I'm in my later 20s or anything like that. I want to know that all of these choices that I'm taking are to reach the goal that I have set for myself, and it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as I'm doing my best. And a lot of people will make so many excuses. Wait until New Year's, or blah blah blah, or I'm too lazy, or oh, you know, I have fucking a low metabolism, or I'm sick, or blah. They just like to blame everyone else, and it's like a defense mechanism for not wanting to own up to their flaws or their things that they want to change about themselves and improve. And it's quite funny because for me, it's really hard to like care to lose weight, because I don't have what a lot of people have, which is like fucking debilitating insecurity about my body. Like, I feel like at every stage of my body, I'm sexy. Every stage of my body is just different. It's interesting. And while this isn't my favorite and it doesn't feel the best, and it does detract from my overall happiness with my aesthetic, it's not like something where I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, you know, so I have to derive desire to do it from within and from my principles and my philosophies in life, rather than my pain and ashamedness or anything like that. So it's a little bit different for me. I actually have to hold myself to the standard and not just wait for someone else to tell me to do it. God, I've done so much this year. Like, we hit 300K, which is fucking amazing. Thank you so much. And we hit 150 on the gaming channel, even though I was only uploading a few things. So I'm back to like full force with both channels, doing my best with Twitch. Oh, the biggest thing, learning bass. I am so happy I'm finally learning bass. I've wanted to learn bass or guitar, but mostly bass, for so fucking long. That's been something I've wanted to do forever, and I'm like, one day I will do it. One day I'll buy a bass. And that's another thing I did during my birthday. And we got Eve. I never thought that I would want to have a pet, simply because I love animals, you guys know this, but just taking on the responsibility of another life, and then knowing that that life is gonna end probably prematurely, much like earlier than my life will end, is like not something I didn't want to subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already have Jay in my life as a liability for my happiness. I didn't want to add another person who I actually feel like, you know, it could take away my day-to-day happiness and put a damper on who I am for a while. And definitely if something happens to Eve, it would be that way. It's a cause for stress and concern if anything goes wrong. Like, recently, when I got my humidifier, I wanted to infuse essential oils, and so I just did it the first day, and then I realized that it's really bad for cats. And that day, since Jay built his new mining rig, it's like a computer that mines cryptocurrency, and Eve kept playing, because it's like an open case, so Eve kept like going and like putting her paw in like the heat sink and in the fans and stuff. So we locked her in the room with the fucking essential oils, and I'm like, oh my god, should we take her to get her liver checked right now, which would be like $500 or $700. Like, I really want to make sure I didn't fuck her up, and I felt so bad, and it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose part of my livelihood because I just fucking ran some sweet orange essential oils. So that was really stressful. I want to know what you guys' New Year's resolutions are, and I also want you guys to try, I'm imploring you to try to see things as improve every single day, get to your goals, don't wait, don't let anything slow you down. Like, you don't have to wait until New Year's. And it's so funny because it's nice to see people in the gym in January, and then in February I'm always disappointed because those people like drop off by like 60%. It's so many people with the mindset of New Year's resolution. It's a toxic mindset that makes you not stick to anything, because if you don't want it bad enough to do it on December 31st, but you'll try it on January 1st just as a tradition, then you don't want it bad enough, and it's not going to happen for you, and it's not the right mindset. And of course, you guys are gonna like pull up like the few and far between like success stories and stuff, but as a whole, that mindset isn't good and it isn't productive. So when I say I don't like most traditions or most holidays other than for like random superficial fun, I find this one to be the most annoying, because people really do take to heart like, oh, this is a new year. And another thing I've talked about that's really annoying is people saying that their last year was terrible and horrible and I hope next year will be great, and they don't trivialize the year. They actually say like start to finish, now let's decide if this was a good year or a bad year. Like, why not? And like, why are people so negative? Like, I don't understand, first of all, why people think they had a good year or a bad year based on what happened in society, how many terrorist attacks, who's our president, what happened in politics, what happened in their favorite shows. Like, your goodness or badness of a year should not rely upon other people. It should rely on you, how much you got done, and you should always try to look at things as a learning experience rather than regrets or trying to just feel bad for yourself instead of looking at all of the nice, awesome things that you have in your life, because everyone has some positives. And I see all these people moaning and complaining about 2016, 2017. The last 2 years have been terrible. It's the worst ever. I asked them why. Oh, because Trump got elected. That's fucking retarded. You guys know it's fucking retarded. Stop doing it. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little bit long and ranty and weird. I know if I did more Vlad vlogs, it wouldn't be so awkward, but I'm a little bit out of my element here, and for some reason it's much harder to hold up the camera now. I'm actually shaking a little bit. I guess I've atrophied the muscles that hold Vlad straight out or something, because I haven't done it for so long. I love you guys. Let me know if you want more Vlad vlogs, because this actually looks really nice. I'll do something like this more often if you guys want it to be more personal, less cut up. And I hope you guys have a wonderful 2018. And I hope you guys have been working on the things that you want to improve about yourself since you realized you wanted to improve it, you know, because that's, you know, always improve. Never stop improving. There's nothing wrong with improving. Just fucking do it. Get your life in order. Make the life you've always wanted to be. Make your life the life you've always wanted it to be, because you only have one life and it's fucking short. Don't live for other people. Don't let other people tell you what to do. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.